Sunrise is in about, I don't know, less than 10 minutes. I've got a new microphone on my blinking camera here, and I can't clip it in where it normally clips in, so you're probably going to lose you all around the car in a minute. Typical me, leaving it till the last minute, but I need to get out because I hate being stuck indoors all day. I've got an idea of a shot which is from Kingswear, looking over a place called Dartmouth, looking over the River Dart, where you've got, and hopefully to get a cool sky behind. I've done a few shots like it before with Brixham, so yeah, see how it goes. Hopefully there's a shot there. Probably left it way too late. I've just got to get out. Sunset is at about 6 o'clock, which is in about 8 minutes time. So it'll all be done by sort of 7 o'clock. There you go, let bouncing around the place. All be done by 7 o'clock, so I can go home and have my meatballs and my red wine. Cool. Cheers, buddy. Cool, let's go. I've just got down to Dartmouth and the weather is shocking. It's not shocking, it's just boring sky, no colours come through. I don't think this video's going to happen. Bloody weather in this country does your head in, doesn't it? That just proves that, pain in my ass. So I'm going to go in now and I'm going to have some red wine and put up with crappy Saturday night TV. I hate it when a shoot goes like this, but anyway. Cool. Can't tell you exactly where I am because I don't know if I'm supposed to be here. I think it's a bit of private land. But cool little house, right on the water. Beauty. Last night was a complete, just weather was rubbish. My folks, I left it to the last minute. So I've got up the next morning, I've headed down here. And I've had visions of shooting across the water. I was hoping it was going to be high tide, I didn't check. As you can tell by now, I don't plan a lot of my shoots. I was going to shoot across the water and have the reflections in the water of the building, and then the plan was rushing skies behind that, but that ain't going to happen. But it's just nice to be out. Look at that. What a spot. Gorgeous. Yeah, down here at high tide, I reckon that'll look lush. But honks when the tide's out. Woo. Right, it was starting to feel like a failed shoot again, but only because the problem is I had a set idea of what I wanted to shoot. Coming knowing I was going to come back to this place, I knew that I wanted a high tide, and I knew I wanted clouds behind the house over there, behind the woodland. So I had my mind set on that. So what you got to do sometimes, if it ain't happening, you've got to have like a plan B, or just don't be stuck on one shot. So I know there's not a great amount of cloud in the sky, but I haven't got my screen on the back of here. Water in the foreground. Got your little bit of woodland there, and there's a lovely reflection down here. And I like the bit of the track here. It's a bit of a lead through. So we've got a bit of a leading line, even though it's going away. We've got this kind of dome shape of woodland and a nice reflection in here. Set up and have a go. Now, I don't normally do this, but I'm going to bung my horizon smack bang pretty much in the middle, because there's not a huge amount going on in the clouds. I'm going to chuck a graduated filter on because there's a bit of detail in the clouds, so I'll get some in there. See what I mean? We've got the track here. We play with the right, let's go. Where we going? We're going f16 because I always shoot on f16. I'll just bring up my, see if I take my exposure down, you can see there is a bit of detail in the sky, look. So I'll get a neutral density filter towed a little back there. Yeah, it looked quite nice, I reckon. See, there's a bit of leading in. Got a bit of reflection in the water here. So I reckon I'm going to go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I reckon 6 graduated filter to slow the sky down ish. I'm focusing roughly about a third of the way and about here. F16. I'll press the info one here. Yeah, ISO 100. I'm going to check, in fact, I'm going to show you it without histogram. See, look, right to the right, it's all this white sky. Now I'm going to take the shot without any graduated filters. Boom. Show you that on the screen in a sec. Now I'm going to chuck my filters on and see what picture we get with that. Right, I've gone with a 9. What have I gone with? 9 soft grad. There, look. Ideal. Look at my histogram. Look, it's really bright to the right because of this white sky. Now I'm just going to slide the graduated filter in. Watch what it does to the sky and watch what happens to the bright bit on the right. Slide them in. Slide them in. See the blues coming back in the sky? Oh yeah, perfect. Nice blue in the sky. Histogram's perfect now. Yeah, come on, back you can. See? Perfect. Look, no bright to the right. It's right on the left. Nice blue in the sky. If I take that filter out, watch the sky go white. Look, horrible. Slide the filter in just to slow the sky down. Boom. That's not cheating. It's just putting a filter in. It's just slowing the light down. There's no colour to the filter. Without the filter, or with the filter. Perfect. That's the setup. Without, with. Cool. Best video I've ever posted, but the reason I am posting it is to basically say plan your shoots. Last night when I went out to shoot, I left it too late. I didn't really check the weather, so I didn't get a shot last night. This morning I should have checked to see what the tide time was, because my idea was to shoot across the water at the cottage and get a reflection in the high tide. Well, I didn't check the tide, so I couldn't get a reflection in the tide. I wanted a bit more cloud in the sky, which wasn't there. I didn't really check the weather. The reason like I say, I started these YouTube videos was to look back on it, was to help me really. If if I, like I said before, if I fall out of a tree and dink my head and I want to learn how I used to take pictures, I'd look back on these videos. So Seb, in future, plan a bit. Check the tide times, check the weather, but also on the other hand, when I come down here this morning, I had my mind set on a shot. That shot looking across the water. Obviously I couldn't take it. And sometimes you're a bit disheartened, but don't be. Just take 5 minutes to have a little look around and see what else is about. I mean, the shot I ended up with, only one shot, but when I come down and scouted this location out, I didn't even consider the shot that I took in this video with the reflection and the track on the right. So yeah, future pointers, plan a little bit better, which I'm bloody useless at when it comes to photography, because sometimes I just wake up at 5 in the morning, gone. Or I've got nothing to do an hour before sunrise, gone. But that's what life's like when you've got family and you work full time. So yeah, just try and plan a little bit if you can. And don't be disheartened if when you get there, the shot you wanted isn't there. Just take 5 minutes, have a little look around, and you might find something else. See you in the next vid. Cheers, bye.